Hi, I'm Ash Grunwald, and you're watching the AU Review at Canadian Music Week.
Well, welcome to Canadian Music Week.
Thanks, brother.
How's the festival been treating you?
Oh, pretty good. You know, these things are it can be hit and miss. You could go to a small venue and play to not many people and stuff like that, but then you've always got to play your heart out because you just don't know who's in that audience.
Especially at a festival like this, especially at an event like this.
You know, this thing is all about being noticed by the right people and opening up doors for your career. And yeah, so it's been good. I know there's been some agents at my gigs and a few different people. Be nice to get a little bit of a record deal style thing going on, but we'll see what happens.
You've been over here quite a few times over the years, have you? I mean, I remember you playing in Vancouver when I was there once, many years ago. Yeah,
well, it's all been West Coast, so this is my first time to Toronto. Normally because, I've been going to the West Coast for about 9 years, but, you know, because I got family at home and always, you know, you're doing all right at home, and you've got to come over here and build something and go backwards 5 steps. I sort of thought I won't bite off more than I can chew. I'll just stay over on the West Coast and just keep going snowboarding and having fun in summer in the beautiful environment, and this seemed too hard. So this is the right way to do it, I reckon.
I think so as well. It surprised me that in those 9 years, though, that it did take that long for you to make the jump to this side, because, when I lived in Vancouver, I remember you playing Whistler, and you know, which is just full of Aussies anyway. So you're kind of playing to the expats there. Really. Yeah, you
are preaching to the converted, but over the years, over on that West Coast, going on to Vancouver Island and different places around, I've started to play to a more Canadian audience, which I love. You know,
like Nanaimo and Victoria.
That's really cool. And just little islands like Salt Spring Island and Pender Island, and actually it's been really great seeing how people live really alternatively. You know, like if they can be 2 or 3 ferry rides from getting to the mainland. So it actually really encourages self-sufficiency and a lot of the alternative lifestyle things that I actually really love. So, you know, touring is often education as well. So I've learned a lot through seeing how those people roll.
It'll make you think twice the next time you're complaining about a train taking too long or something. It's like, you know, it's not like they can swim back. Well, I guess they could, but you know, it's.
I've done some stressful touring over on those islands. If you ever look at it on a map, it's just like island, 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 island. They call it island hopping to get different places. And sometimes it's like, oh, if I don't get to that ferry by that time, and sleep in the car. And, you know, with deers in the car park, then, you know, I won't make it. But thankfully, you always seem to make the gig.
So now that you're over this part of the country, it's there's a lot more places to play that aren't on islands. You've got within you know, I think they were saying yesterday that 60% of the population is within this quite small area from I think it was from Ottawa to Quebec City or something like that, or Toronto to Quebec City. No, Detroit. So where Canada and Detroit meet to Quebec City. It's like 60% of the population in this kind of little area. So there's a lot of places that you're able to tour, and so it's kind of like, I guess, the equivalent of going Melbourne, Adelaide, that kind of area where you've got Geelong and all those areas down there. Maybe, I don't know. That might be the closest.
It's a bit of a weird metaphor between Melbourne and Adelaide, but I do get what you mean.
We can drive between the two places. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, there's a really big population here, and it could be a really good thing. And you know, as I said before now, like even having a lot of places to tour, for me, I got family at home and stuff, so it's all like working it out how to not be too absent as well. So it's like our actual plan also with North America was to actually buy a motorhome and sell that one at home that we were talking about and load in there and drive it all. But I don't know, just see the best way of making that happen. But you know, the good thing and the bad thing about touring to all different places is now you got to come back there, and you know, your worldwide circuit just opens up more and more and more. So you just got to be a bit strategic because there's only so many places you can play per year. But anyway, it's going to be good.
So you'll potentially be spending a bit more time over here.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, for sure.